Hello, dear students. Welcome to Strive OPSC. Dear student, today we are going to discuss about 9th June Odisha-specific current affairs. So, first important news of today is CMI major industrial push. So that means our CM is focusing for major industrial push. So government will undertake major modernization of single window system to boost industrial growth in the states. So that industrialists will not have to apply for multiple permits to establish the industry, so that they can establish industry very fast. So India like Odisha can act as an investment destination. The upgradation system as part of the renew push to streamline the industrial development will feature a digital fast integrated project tracking platform designed to ensure faster acceleration clearance of real-time monitoring and seamless coordination across the department. This move aims to eliminate the bureaucratic delay, improve the investor experience, and make Odisha one of the bureaucratic friendly destination in India. Okay? So, step is crucial to enabling entrepreneurship and attracting mega investment, building future-ready industrial ecosystem. So, simplification of regulatory compliance to accelerate the entrepreneurship and launch of new policy targeting emerging sunrise sector and expansion of land bank, logistic corridor, and critical infrastructure will be on the priority. So, you have to make note of all these important terms given here. So, there you can write about what are the recent steps taken by the government to promote industry in Odisha. Okay. So recently, Odisha government also conduct Utkarsh Odisha events made all difference. ठीक है ना? His call to investor to put their money in the Odisha was highly rewarding because after that 150 memorandum of understanding was signed that amount to 16.7 lakh crore of investment. ठीक है? That is going to create potential 12.9 lakhs of employment. Since Utkarsh Odisha conclave was launched, so 57 projects have already been taken off for groundbreaking and inauguration. Combining amount is 1.78 lakh crore. Okay, and it is creating 1.1 lakh employment. So this is state is growing across 20 sector from mining to metallurgy and metal downstream to emerging opportunity in chemical, food processing, apparel and textile. So earlier Odisha used to be famous in few sector. Now it is emerging in multiple sectors. So that is what you can say. Odisha no longer mineral hub of India, it became diversified industrial powerhouse. So it is supplying lot of things. And dear student, to get this PDF on a daily basis, simply scan this QR code, join our Telegram group. There you can get this access to this PDF. Okay. So next important news is non-veg and liquor to be banned near the Sri Mandir. So around 2 kilometer radius of the Jagannath temple, if this is a Jagannath temple, so around the radius of 2 kilometer, so no liquor and non-veg will be allowed. So, Sri Khetra Puri, so state government decided to impose a ban on the sale of non-vegetarian food and liquor 2 kilometer radius of the Sri Mandir. Okay? So, so this is what taken to preserve the sanctity of the holy town because it is a spiritual place and lot of respect or even people worship with lot of you can say devotion. So, Sri Jagannath Temple Administration, you have to remember that SJTS, Sri Jagannath Temple Administration has earlier or the housing and urban development department to frame norms to uniform architecture design building around the temple so that the heritage nature of our temple will not going to destroy. Okay, so next is three electrocuted while walking in a septic tanks. So why this is important? This is important because we need to ensure the protection of our casual labor. So just no need to go through detail. Just remember that there are so many people are dying because of there is lack of protection of this casual or manual labor. And dear student, you can join our prelims test series. So it is only 500 rupees, but you'll get quality questions as for the OPSC standard because most of our questions are prepared by those who have already given UPSC and OPSC interview and selected candidates. So you'll get high quality question. So next is elderly man killed and burnt over the witchcraft. So there is Odisha, on the western part of the Odisha, even some remote area. Still people believe that some people they have the magical power, so they can use magic power to bring fortune or misfortune to someone's life. So because of that, a person was recently killed. So you can link that with prejudice and stereotype, or you can say the still backwardness or the stereotype among the people. Okay, and next news is a IS officer named Dhiman Chakma recently caught with a red-handed taking bribes. So this is what you can say rising corruption instances in the public officials. Like recently, an IS officer who is appointed in 2021 batch so involve extortion of money from the local businessmen, so which is a very sad incident. So you can give this example, rising corruption among the bureaucracy, which is cause of concern for everyone. And dear student, those who are attempting for 2026, you can join our test series, like the prelims real life answer writing like prelims real life test. So where you can measure your performance, that how much time you are taking, how much you are scoring. So you can practice the UPSC prelims, GS and CSAT in real time, and gauge your performance. And you can join our Telegram group for podcast. You can interact with me. You can ask all your doubts. So next is, 94th anniversary of Nandini Satpathy, epitome of self-sacrifice. The only woman chief minister of Odisha, Nandini Satpathy, was a unique personality with few contemporaries. So revered for her unshakable determination and unmatched self-sacrifice. She continued to inspire millions even till today. A fierce leader with profound connection with masses, Satpathy carved a niche for herself and predominantly male political area. Beyond the politics, he also literally luminary. That means write a lot of books also. His remarkable contributions to the literature are prestigious Sahitya Bharati Shamman, so solidify her status as a cultural icon. So on the occasion of 94th anniversary, reflect extraordinary life and legacy of women who embody strength, intellectual and compassion. So why this is important? This is important in your ethics whenever you are talking about women empowerment, whenever you are talking about, how women leader can bring about changes. You can talking about all this value whenever we are talking about strength, resilience and compassion. You can talking about leadership in a male dominated political system. When a woman acting as a chief minister, which is a role model for the women, they also encourage them to participate in the political activity. So vigilance net, Dharmagad sub collector. So this is a very sad incident. They caught a IS officer with 10 lakh rupees red handed. So which is very cause of concern, because and government also register a case under Prevention of Corruption Act, because this Prevention of Corruption Act, जिसको हम बोलते हैं PCA 1988, they basically aim to control the corruption in the public life or administrative life. ठीक है. So this is the latest in a series of high profile vigilant operation targeting public official in the state. So recently government is targeting high official, those who are involved in the corruption process. ठीक है. So next important news: White Tiger give birth to two cops. So recently in Nandankanan Zoo, so they here gave birth to two cops, including a white one. Zoo authority said. So the Nandankanan Zoo. So here you find the white tiger, then melanatic tiger, जिसको हम बोलते हैं black tiger also, and normal tiger also. With arrival of the new cops, Nandankanan tiger population increased to 29, 17 males and 10 females. Two cops, one of them 19 are normals, color tiger, 6 are white tiger, or 4 are melanistic. That means commonly known as black tiger. So Odisha, we are having white tiger, black tiger and normal tiger. Generally, they are found in very few location. Okay, and Odisha also, the COVID cases is also rising very fast. So we need to be very actively aware about cases, and we need to adopt all these COVID-19 precautions so that we can prevent all sort of things. Okay. So next is India's second longest rail viaduct in the making. So in Odisha, we are going to construct a second largest rail dock. So a 4.77 kilometer long viaduct being constructed under the Khordha Road Balangir railway lines. It says to be become second longest railway bridge in the country after the Gogivil bridge in Assam. So tell me in the comment box, the Gogivil is constructed in over which river? This bridge is constructed over which river? So according to railway source, the viaduct is being built to avoid interference with the upcoming Brutang irrigation reservoir after a realignment of the railway route finalized in consultation with the water resource department. देखो हम क्या करते हैं with ये एक elevated, this will be elevated corridor, with a lot of pillar on the below, so that no need to cut all this forest area. ठीक है. So thus emphasize that the elevated viaduct are essential for navigating Odisha diverse landscape, which includes dense forest, river valley. This particular viaduct being constructed between the Bugada and this location. So it will having 180 pillars and scheduled to complete by 2026. Project aim to minimize the deforestation, ensure uninterrupted movement of wildlife like elephant. So it will be ensured that there should not be any deforestation of the forest and the free movement of the animals. So one of the most challenging segment of the project is Daspalla in Nayagad. Okay. So because the it is passing through the ecologically sensitive reserve forest area, which led to the significant delay due to need for environmental clearance from the Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change. But because of this coordination among them, it is clearing very fast, and we are moving very fast to construct the second longest viaduct railway in the Odisha. So first one is in Gogiville, Assam. So it is located in which river? Please write comment in the comment box. Let me see how many of you know that. And dear student, those who are writing UPSC mains this year, they can join our test series. It is very nominal fee, and our evaluator are the UPSC selected faculty. So you'll get high quality evaluation at very nominal fees. So don't late. Okay. So next is the Minister Harish Chandra stress the tech-driven resilient infrastructure. Yes, we need to integrate the latest technology like AI, ML, and all sort of technology to make our infrastructure they are resilient. So engineer to embrace the advanced technology to ensure that upcoming projects are both environmental friendly and resilient to natural disaster. Because Odisha is a very disaster prone state. So there are repeated disaster like cyclone, flood, earthquake. So we need to ensure during disaster our infrastructure are intact. They should not be damaged. So Odisha aim to harness the modern technology like artificial intelligence to build strong disaster resilience infrastructure and essential movement. ठीक है essential move for geographically vulnerable state. ठीक है so Odisha susceptible to natural calamities like flood, cyclone and earthquake and necessitate all future infrastructure project to be built on the disaster resistance and equipped with advanced systems. So engineer present, so there need to be prioritize all these things. ठीक है so I think this is all about the news. So yes, in reality also we need to make our infrastructure they are resilient to the you can say disaster. So next is recently there is a ocean cleanup going on in the ocean cleanup save 160 horseshoe crab. So dear student, you have to study about horseshoe crab. So it is your homework to study about horseshoe crab, like which location they are found, what are the ecological significance, how they are protecting environment. So on the occasion of the World Oceans Day, Sunday, so Wildlife Trust India Foundation, so they are impactful marine conservation drive at the Budapahi beach in Baleshwar. So they have a cleaning drive to clean the beach of the in Baleshwar. So approximately 30 kgs of ghost net. Ghost net क्या होता है? देखो ଯେତେବେଳେ ଆମେ ଫିସିଂ ନେଟ୍ କୁ ୟୁଜ୍ କଲା ପରେ ଯୋଉ ଫିସିଂ ନେଟ୍ କୁ ଆମେ କଣ ଖୋପାଡ଼ି ଦିଅନ୍ତି କୋଷ୍ଟାଲ ଏରିଆରେ ତାକୁ ଆମେ କଣ କହନ୍ତି ଘୋଷ୍ଟ ନେଟ୍ and major threat to the marine life. This ghost net they are going to entangle, let's say this is a turtle, so this ghost net can entangle in their head. So because of that, that is what going to cause the death of this turtle. So particularly on the India's east coast was successfully removed. So this operation remove lot of ghost net. Team also rescue over 160 horseshoe crab, which was trapped in the debris and release them into safely back into their natural coastal habitat. The ancient marine arthropods. So these are called arthropods. The horseshoe crab को हम क्या बोलते हैं? Arthropods. Living fossil are crucial coastal biodiversity are increasingly risk due to marine pollution and habitat loss. So you have to study about horseshoe crab and what are their ecological significance. ठीक है? So then next it is talking about local folk, fisher folk and community member took partners, part of the sensitization drive, where they were told about the importance of marine ecosystem and danger posed by the abandoned fishing net. So when you are creating awareness among the people and you are involving the local people in the cleanliness drive, so they will understand that whatever they are doing, it is going to have larger implications. So they will not dump all this waste. So marine debris continue to rise globally. Localized and collaborative action offer hope and direction for preserving ocean health future generation, expressing this view on importance. Whenever you involve local people and they understand that, so that is what going to help a lot in conservation of marine ecosystem. Okay. So then next is a trans community seeks action on the welfare issue. So there is a demand by the you can say a transgender community to bring about welfare among them. So all Odisha Transgender Community Forum has formally urged the state government to take immediate action to resolve the persistent challenge faced by the transgender individual in the state. Despite various initiatives taken by the government, still they have facing the discrimination, social stigma like hinjida, so limited access to the essential resources. So the charter they have charter of demand include allocation of homestay land, housing, implementation of skill development and entrepreneurship scheme, awareness program to combat discrimination, formation of a community inclusive welfare board, enhance access to the education and healthcare. Yes, definitely. We are a welfare state. We cannot let a section of the society they should be marginalized. If you look into the suffering of the transgender community, you will find that only one community who are not getting the support of the family. The moment the family understand that this person is transgender, they simply remove that person from their family. You cannot understand unless otherwise you just meet a person and listen from them. You'll understand what kind of suffering they are going through. Once a person or a transgender person removed from their personal family, then that person is exposed to all sort of exploitation. So when they have no other alternative, so they start begging and involved in the prostitution activity. So the forum urged the government to provide subsidy-linked loan of 5 lakh to support transgender individuals to start their own business. Once we are providing capital to start their business, they will not involve all sort of these things. Okay? So it is the responsibility of a welfare state to ensure the welfare of the transgender. So how it is going to helpful? It is, you can write in mains answer, the welfare of transgender. So there is a section called social justice. There you can talk about welfare of the transgender. So dear student, you can join our Dronacharya year-long mentorship program. So to join that, you can simply scan in it. You'll get a year-long one-on-one mentorship with a lot of quality guidance by all those who have written multiple UPSC mains interview and state PCS mains interview. So they'll in a better positions to guide you. Okay. You can also join our free mentorship program. Here you'll get daily schedule and weekly discussion. Next is Subarnapur Fishery College, a non-starter. So recently there is a demand among the local people to start a fishery college in the Subarnapur, because Subarnapur is having lot of water body. Okay, so lot of water body, like they are having pond, stream. So if we are going to establish the fishery department, that is going to help the local people. And our this is our promise of our chief minister to ensure establishment of the important institution in all over the Odisha and all round development of the Odisha. So that is the reason they are urging to have that. So next important article, there is a there is a tribal family ostracized for not serving liquor at the post-death ritual of its skin. So there is a instances happen. So in Mayurbhanj district, so after death of his father, so when the couple don't serve the liquor, that is called handia. ହାଣ୍ଡିଆ ତମେ ଜାଣିଥିବ ଲୋକାଲ ଗୋଟେ ଆମର ଦାରୁ ମାନେ ଗୋଟେ ମଦ ଗୋଟେ ସେଥିପାଇଁ କଣ ହେଲା ଭିଲେଜ ତାକୁ ପୁରା କଟ ଅଫ୍ କରିଦଉଛନ୍ତି କେହି ତାଙ୍କ ସହିତ ଇଣ୍ଟରାକ୍ଟ କରୁନାହାନ୍ତି ତାଙ୍କୁ ପାଣି ବି ନେଇ ପାରିବେନି ସୋ which is social ostracizing is a very you can say it's a act of regulating the behavior of the member of any particular community. Okay, so they even threaten with death if they defy the restriction imposed on them. So what kind of restriction they have imposed? A traditional man, his family member in Mayurbhanj district have faced inhuman social ostracization ମାନେ ବୟକଟ୍ କରନ୍ତିନି ଯୋଉଟା ଆମକୁ କୁହନ୍ତି ସେଟା କୁହନ୍ତି ମାନେ ତାଙ୍କ ପୁରା ଗାଁରୁ ତାଙ୍କ ସହିତ କେହି ମିଶି ପାରିବେନି କଥା ହେଇପାରିବେନି ସେ ଗାଁର ପାଣିକି ୟୁଜ୍ କରିପାରିବେନି ଏମିତି ଟାଇପ୍ର ଯୋଉଟା ହୁଏ ତାକୁ ଆମେ କୁହନ୍ତି social ostracization. So next is they have been prohibited from drawing water from the village well, tube well, across the community pond, shopping at the local store, even interacting with fellow villager. I was even stopped from the collecting mud to plaster the house. So you can understand what kind of discrimination they are facing. So we need to have stringent law, or you can say in a democratically government, or whenever there is a democracy, so we should not let all these people should dictate. This is what called diktats of the panchayat, local panchayat. You should not let that. So if anyone violate anything, then it should be law, and they are not violating anything. So it is their right whether they are going to solve the liquor or not. So we need to create awareness about the people so that they can behave in a responsible way. So next is Bhadrak earned tough honor for revenue administration. So Bhadrak district earned the tough honor for revenue administration. So district receive certificate of excellence at revenue officer conference com workshop. So critical role of revenue officer in delivering public service and implementation of Odisha Right to Public Service Act. So dear student, it is very important for your mains. Odisha Right to Public Service Act. So dear student, it is your homework. Study about Odisha Right to Public Service Act in the Google and find the detail about it and what are the provision, what are the remedies in case of violation. Okay. So next is Tusker. Tusker means male elephant having teeth tramp a woman to death. So this is a clear case of recently we are seeing rising instances of human animal conflict because of that either the animal people kill the animal or animal kill the human being. So that is a sign of rising tension, and we need to adopt some modern technology or modern style to ensure that there is a peaceful coexistence of both the human being as well as the animal. Okay. So next is, it's a very important, you can say inspiring story about how the marigold farming transform the life of certain people. So here it is given. So a farmer in Kalahandi district has become an example of other to emulate his success journey to self-reliance through cultivation of marigold flower, living aside the traditional crop. This farmer used to grow the traditional crop like vegetable, but now shifted to floriculture. Marigold means gendu phulo. So after that, they are earning, they switched to floriculture in 2008, assisted from the horticulture department. They started that. Now they are earning 1 lakh per annum and without having significant investment. So this is a role model you can write in the ethics. So same role model we can replicate, implicate all over the Odisha. So this is a very good initiative. So you can note down as a model initiative that we can promote to empower our rural population. So dear student, you can practice our OPSC prelims test series. So first 5 tests of all the sectional tests are open and free to all. You can practice there, no need to pay anything. Simply scan the QR code of our application. Here it is that, and within that it is already unlocked. So simply go there and practice that. Dear student, this is all about the Odisha specific news. So if this video you like it, please like, subscribe to this channel, and if you want to give any feedback, definitely please give this feedback in the comment box. And if you have any suggestion, always welcome. And please try to share this video with your friend. Okay, chaliye, we'll have to end our class here. Tomorrow we'll again meet. Till then, take care. Bye bye. Have a good day.